Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi, and we're back at it again with another one. Thank you everyone who have subscribed. It is free to subscribe on the channel on YouTube. You don't pay anything, you just click subscribe, click the bell icon so that you can be notified every time we post some content for you guys. I want to speak about what the KwaZulu-Natal ANC branch did in terms of organizing a mass protest against Woolworths, against Israel, and everything that is had to do with the Israel-Palestine war. And you guys know my thoughts about this. For those who don't know, I support the stance of saying Israel, what Israel is doing to Palestine is wrong. I support it 100%. I don't see why the big bully must fire missiles at hospitals and try to kill these people. And I've shown you guys the graph of how Israel has been taking the Palestinian land bit by bit. The politics of who actually had that land in the beginning and who are the original dwellers. Is it the Jews? Is it the Palestinians? It's another debate. It has nothing to do with you killing children and defenseless people in hospital and everything. I am totally against that. I myself also support Palestine in this matter of the war. Okay, but as an African brother, as a Pan-African channel, I'm asking myself if we in South Africa has got, and this goes to many African countries, has got a problem with land. We have a problem with our minerals that don't belong to the government, that belong to the few elites. In fact, it is only 4 families that own South Africa when we come to real the commodities of this land. They own everything. You understand? Why is it that we don't see the same type of energy that they have, the ANC specifically has for Palestine, even trying to shut down and intimidate Woolworths and what's the other shop, McDonald's, whatever, trying to close, to say, listen, we don't want any products. Why is it the same energy is not taken towards the people who have taken our land? Or am I too ambitious, or am I expecting too much from our African leaders? The EFF has come out at numbers of people, hundreds, and I want to say thousands of people came out to support Palestine. And the EFF has given McDonald's and Woolworths like 1 week up until end of the month, which is next week, I think Monday or Tuesday, to say, you guys, you have to release a press press and tell us that you distance yourself from what Woolworths and McDonald's are doing in Israel. We don't want any products flying from Israel. Why is it our politicians don't fight like this for us when we don't have water? How many communities have suffered without water? Where have you seen community organizations standing up and saying, listen, enough is enough, give our people a basic right when we don't have land? Where is these politicians when there is pure racism in schools? I know the EFF is always there fighting for us. Viva EFF. We thank you, EFF, for that. Continue doing that. When racism shows its ugly head, we know we can count on the EFF. The ANC, you don't hear anything. A child can be discriminated because of a hair texture, a black child. You won't hear a word from the ANC. You won't hear a word from the DA. You won't hear a word from the Patriot Alliance. It's only the EFF that speaks. But my issue is, we know who owns this land of South Africa. It's not us Africans. I mean, you saw the latest statistics from South Africa. It shows that white people's population has moved from 9% in 2011 to 7% and a half in 2022. That 7%, it is not them that own the land. It is less than 1% of that 7% that own this land of South Africa. We are suffering in South Africa because of that less than 1%. I told you it's a few families. It's a few families, Oppenheimers, the Ruperts and them, a few families that own South Africa. They own our minerals. We don't do anything. They abuse our mine workers, people going underground. They don't even have a right to choose or which union they must be affiliated with. You don't see political parties standing up like this, the way they did for Israel and I mean for Palestine. Where is the love for our people? I don't even want to go into Africa and say where was the support for the wars in Ethiopia. I don't want to go deep. I don't want to speak about the wars in the DRC. You know, USA funding rebels so that these rebels can find guns. Have you never thought yourself, Boko Haram, who's giving these people guns? They are in their country of Nigeria. They are in the north somewhere. They're sitting. Who's giving them guns? Who's giving them the firepower to go and you remember bring back their girls where they will go to schools and take people? Where are these people? Why is it the government can't fight these people? It's because they are backed by European powers. The same happened in Niger. The same happened in Gabon. The same happened in Mali. The same happened in the Chad. The same happened in Sudan. The same happened in Burkina Faso. I can go on and on and on. Where our African brothers and sisters have been suffering, not have been suffering, are still suffering till today. But you don't see the same support from other African countries. The African Union says nothing. Says nothing about the way France has been treating our Western countries. The way America has got so many military bases in Africa. Why do Americans have so many, I think 26 of them, or in the whole of Africa, 26 military bases in Africa? If I'm not correct, I'll post the correct number here, but it's somewhere there. Somewhere there. You know, that is what is happening here. I'm asking you Africans, when are you going to wake up to support each other the way you are supporting other people? I'm not saying supporting Palestine is wrong. No, it is correct. What Israel is doing is totally wrong. But when it happens here in Africa, can we have the same unity, please? Can we have the same passion, please? Can we have the same? Can we have the same forces and intimidate the companies that have stolen so much from Africa, Anglo-American, De Beers, the companies that have stolen so much from our land? What do we say about those people? What have they given back? De Beers is moving out of Kimberley. The Diamond City, the Beers is moving out. Why? They are done with the diamonds here. They are finished. They're now going and mining for diamonds now at a high scale. You need bigger and more expensive machineries. They've seen that financially it does not make sense to mine diamonds here in Kimberley anymore. They are finished with the ones that are in the surface, so to speak. De Beers in Kimberley has not built a school, has not built houses for anyone, has not built roads on their own. They have not done anything to help the growth of or better the lives of the people of Kimberley. The only thing you are happy with as people is that, yeah, they gave us jobs. They gave us jobs. Now they are closing and they are going. Where is the ANC when such things are happening? What is happening? What is happening? Come to Northern Cape and go to all the mines of that are owned mine cities, so to say. We have quite a few. And you will see the communities are not growing. The only one I can see that is trying is Katu next to Kuruman. That one, you can see development happening there. You can see development. But here in Kimberley, the oldest mine in South Africa, before the Joburg mines, before anything, mining happened here in Kimberley. Kimberley had the first electric city to have electricity is Kimberley. But you don't see any growth, and you don't see any political will to fight the people that have stolen from us. But no, let's fight the Palestine. Let's intimidate Woolworths. Huh? Some of you don't even know who owns Woolworths. You want to boycott it, all the products coming from Israel. You want to boycott some of the products that are owned by Johan Rupert. Do you know those companies? Do you know how many products he owns there? Do you know what will happen if a single man like Johan Rupert decides to leave South Africa? Do you know what will happen? He leaves his mansion there in Cape Town and says, no, I'm going out here. I'm going somewhere overseas to stay in Paris and France. Do you guys know what will happen? Do you know the companies that he owns if he decided to close them? Are you able to compete, to start from scratch? African people, you are concerned about Israel and Palestine. That's all I'm going to say today. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys. So I'm very passionate about Africans uniting. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about it. And I want to see Africans having the same energy that they have for Palestine, for their own good. I would like to see that one day. But maybe it's not meant to be right now. It is still a dream right now to have one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language. It's still a dream. But it is a seed that we have planted in the ground. And we are hoping the next generation, should they know that the seed was planted, that they will water it. And they will water it and nurture it. And that seed will grow. And when it grows, that unity of Africa will be discovered. That unity of Africa will come to fruition. And our children will speak an African language as their first language. They speak an African language as their trade language. They will study in an African language. They will do business in an African language. That is the dream that we have for one Africa, one land. They will not need any passport to go to their neighboring African countries. They will not be afraid to make business ties, business ideas, business tradings with their neighboring African countries. And we will trade in an African currency. That is the dream that we have. Hopefully, if we don't get it in our lifetime, that we become the sacrificial seed underneath the ground that will bear fruit to the dreams that we have for Africa. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I will see you guys next time. If you haven't already, please consider to click the subscribe button. It is free. You don't pay anything. And click the like button so that we can spread the video so other people can see it. It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Malening. Don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up and go do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you.